you wondering how to have beautiful hair over 50 or like me over 60? I have a few hair care tools, tips, and tricks on how to make your hair beautiful and modern and fresh, whether you're 50 or like me, 60. Hi, I'm Nina with Sharing a Journey, and I'm here today to talk about hair care over 50. Now, I've done videos and blog posts about this topic in various forms. And today I wanted to just really kind of talk about figuring out how to choose the right products for yourself and how to get a youthful, modern, fabulous looking hair regardless of your age. Now, number one, our hair is a kind of a harbinger or a messenger of our overall health. And so if you're having hair problems, if you're having problems with hair loss, if you're having problems with breakage and damage, I would highly recommend that you talk to your doctor. Some of these problems that we hit in middle age are actually medical related problems as opposed to hair care product problems. So here we go. Let's talk about one of the big changes that occurs as we head into middle age, and that is that our skin gets a little bit drier and our hair, by extension, gets a little bit drier. But using the right hair care products can help offset the dryness immensely, hugely. The first thing that I had to kind of come to grips with was the fact that my scalp and my hair was getting drier, that I needed a moisturizing shampoo. So we discovered, or we played around, and there are many different types of moisturizing shampoo, some of which are heavier than others. So finding the right, if you have thick hair, if you have a lot of hair, you may need a heavier moisturizing shampoo, or if you're like me with fine hair, you might do best with a light moisturizing shampoo. And so I would strongly suggest that as you are considering your hair, and maybe take a look at what's going on with it, maybe sit out in the sun with like a mirror, take a look and see, does it look dry? Does it look good? If it looks good, then you don't need to do anything, just keep doing what you're doing. And if it looks a bit dry, then you might want to start looking at shampoos that are more moisturizing, and determine whether or not a light moisturizing shampoo or a more normal or heavier moisturizing shampoo is for you. The next thing that I had to deal with was color damage. I've told, I think, the story of my horrible damage. That was about 7-8 years ago. I was going to a salon and my hairdresser was doing full set of full bleach foils. Every time I went in like clockwork every 6 weeks. And at the end of this little string of appointments, my hair was breaking off, and it was terrible. To nurse it back to health, I used a product that I swear by to this day. It was Olaplex. And now this is the newest of the Olaplex products, but if you've had hair damage, I would strongly encourage you to consider using Olaplex products, at least until you nurse your hair back to health. Now I simply use this as a mask, and I use it maybe once every month or once every couple of weeks, depending on how my hair looks and how it feels. In the wintertime, the air is a little drier here, so I might be inclined to use a hair mask like this, especially if I feel like I'm getting a lot of damage and dryness more frequently. And if I feel like my hair is feeling moisturized and feeling great, then I might use this a little bit less. Now, One of the other tips that I'll say is that oftentimes, especially when my hair was so badly damaged, I will put the conditioner in my hair before I go to bed, wear it in all night long, get up in the morning, and then wash my hair, and then that helps to get it really deep in. I don't do that very often anymore, but boy, I did that a lot during the time that I was really working on nursing my hair back to health. I think that everyone should have a clarifying shampoo in their arsenal. Now, one of the things with clarifying shampoos that you have to be very, very careful about is the fact that they can be very drying. This one by Morocan oil I have not had a problem with, but every so often, if you are using mousse, if you're using hairspray, if you have used a heavily moisturizing shampoo and suddenly your hair is starting to feel a bit goopy, or it looks dull, then a clarifying shampoo is your play. Now, next up, if you have blonde or silver hair, having a shampoo with a purple tint to it is definitely something you want to have. This duo by Hair Biology is a great one. It's light, it's moisturizing, and it definitely brings up, it kind of plays down the brassiness that we can get. Now, what causes brassiness, you might ask? Brassiness usually occurs on color-treated hair, occasionally on naturally blonde or gray hair, and it's when the deposits from the water, like hard water, build up on the hair shaft and then they oxidize, and that gives you that kind of unpleasant, very kind of orangey or very yellow looking hair. And so to counteract that, you can start by using a clarifying shampoo and then give yourself a second wash using a product like this, and it's purple. It comes out purple, and then you use that, and your hair should be restored back to its more natural, more beautiful color. The next thing when we're talking about shine is, I've got 3 more products to share with you, or 3 more. Now, the thing that I'm trying to say to you, I'm not throwing, though I will be happy to share the different brands and provide you links to these products, but I really want you to think less in terms of the specific brand name, unless you definitely are thinking you want to change to this particular brand. This is more about the product itself and how it works. Now, I sometimes will want to add more shine to my hair, or I will want to tone it. Now, sometimes I've had the situation where my hairstylist will put more of a silver toner on my hair, which I don't really like. So in order to get rid of that, I will wash it with this, and then I will use a warm toner to bring a little bit more warmth back into my hair. And you can see that this is all the way down to here. Last year, I had to do that multiple times. I was really struggling to kind of explain to my hairdresser what I was looking for. And in the end, it ended up that I shifted a couple times of hairdressers, and finally I'm working with one now. And I haven't really had to do, we finally have into a flow of, she knows what I kind of want. She's also knows what's sort of on trend, so she can sort of guide me in that way. And so we now have the color and everything the way that I want it, because I'm kind of going for a blend. I do not have all gray hair. I actually have gray or silver just at the sides. And we decided that we wanted to sort of keep that and allow it to blend out with the rest of my hair color. So this is something that we kind of cooked up on our own, and it took a while to get there, but I do have this is essentially a gloss and a little bit of a toner to kind of tone down if my hair is looking too ashy. Now, another thing that sometimes happens is that I want my hair to be shinier. And I have two different products again that I use. This is just a simple product that is just a clear gloss. I've used a couple of different brands of these. This one I happen to have gotten at Ulta. I've gotten other ones before at Sally's, and this one is nice because it gives your hair shine, and it also is just clear. It doesn't change the color like this does. So every once in a while, if I feel like my hair is looking a bit dull, I want it to be a bit shinier for some sort of an event or something, then I'll go ahead and use this type of treatment for my hair. Now there's another treatment that's also, this is Wow Dream Coat. I've had this treatment done at a salon, and then I also have some that I bought for use at home. Now this is great if you live in humid environment and you want your hair to be smooth and shiny. This really helps to bring the frizz down and the shine up. And this is great. This is actually less good for my hair type. It's better for people with sort of not so fine but more of a medium to coarse hair. With this stuff you can get a beautiful smooth silky shine. It's just amazing. It lasts in your hair for about a week, 2 weeks. This I found lasts for a couple of weeks as well, this shine product. So if you want to have some special shine for a special occasion, then you can either get this Wow Dream Coat done at a blow dry place, or you can get some on your own and give it a try. You have to blow it dry into your hair. So you wash your hair, you spray it on, and then you blow dry your hair in sections. It takes a little bit of time to do, but it's definitely worth it in the summertime. The final product that I have that I think makes a huge difference, especially as we get more mature in the winter time and other times when you're noticing that your hair is very dry at the ends, is a good hair oil. This one happens to be by Kerastase. I've used several different brands. I don't really notice the difference between the different brands too much, but I do really love this product, and I will, once I use it up, I will definitely be replacing this particular brand. But the bottom line is that adding a little bit of hair oil either while you're styling or when you're finished, so you can use it either when your hair is wet before you blow dry it, or when you are going ahead after you're done blow drying, you look at your hair, and if it's looking a little bit dry on the ends and stuff, then you can go ahead, you put a little pump into your hand, just a little tiny pump. And even if you have thick hair, you don't need a lot. You rub your hands together, and I always give my hands an additional rub because, again, I have fine hair, and it can't really take a huge amount of like heavy oils or whatever. But then you just sort of run your fingers through your hair, and it helps to smooth it down. It helps to condition it, and it helps to provide a little bit of a shine. And I do this, like I did this when I washed my hair today, because it was dry today, because it didn't, it kind of, the ends kind of needed a little bit of love. So these are a few things to consider for your hair care sort of collection. I've found that as I've gotten older, paying attention to what my hair is doing, what it feels like, how well it's styling, is in part a reflection of my health. And so if I see it drying, if I see certain things cropping up, then I kind of know that maybe I need to talk to my doctor a little bit. If I feel like it's due to the weather, which, as we know, plays a role in how our hair is, then I will kind of adjust for that. If I'm noticing brassiness, or if I'm noticing that I need to kind of tone it in one way or another, I have the items at home. Now, the other final thing is being consistent. I always say that being consistent with your hair care, using your hair masks once a week or every other week as your hair needs, making sure that you don't have buildup, and if you're using a lot of products in your hair, then maybe a monthly clarifying treatment or a clarifying treatment every 6 weeks is the way you need to go. But I actually will put it into the calendar and kind of say, okay, this is when I would normally think I need to have this done. Let's take a look and see how my hair is actually doing, and then try to care for my hair that way. So this is your hair care kind of survival kit, and I hope that these tips or this information is helpful to you as you pick out hair products for yourself, so that you have a better sense of how they might work with your hair, and that you can create and have beautiful hair as you mature.